Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. Let's get started with the games. I know I have a lot of them, so I'm going to try to move through them as quickly as possible because I really just wanted to do one video. I didn't want to split it up. So I'm going to start with the most current games and go all the way down. I'm a kind of gamer who is a collector. And just like with my movies, with my games, I only keep games that I love or really like and will replay or do replay over and over. So this is what is standing in my collection. This by no means represent all of the gazillion games that I have played. I am like a lifelong gamer. So I have gone through many games, given away many games, sold and traded in many games. So this is where we are now, and let's get rolling. Okay, first up is Alien Isolation. Love this game so much. Besides the fact that I'm an Alien, franchise fanatic, this is the game that Alien fans and gamers have been waiting for. There was one game, I can't remember if it was the PS2. I think it may have been. I think that was like the last really good Alien game that I loved. That game scared the hell out of me. It was a first-person shooter. I think that was the PS2, and I think it was just called like Aliens or something, and it took place on LV-426 in the station. So anyway, but this game not only is beautiful, the graphic design, the environment, the gameplay, the controls, the acting, everything is phenomenal about this game. It is just engrossing and scary as hell, very intense. And if you ever wanted to know what it felt like, to be in the alien environment on those ships or in that station, this is the game to play. My God, I replayed it once and then I started replaying it again, so I will get back to that along with all the side missions. And this is the Nostromo edition I got when you pre-order it, and it has some of the side missions on it already, the Nostromo. And my gosh, it is just amazing. So if you have not played this game and you're a fan of the Alien franchise, what are you waiting for? You need to get this game. Okay, next up is The Evil Within. And this has the lenticular cover. I love my lenticular covers. Okay, to know me is to also know how much I love horror. I love horror movies and I love horror games, and sadly there aren't enough really good horror games. I was looking really forward to this game. I followed every little bit of it from the moment this game was announced. Okay, let me say this is one of the games that I have not finished. And I take pride in finishing my games. There are very few times that I start a game and don't finish it. And usually if I don't finish it, it's because I really got stuck at a part, but do plan on eventually going back to it. Or it was just so aggravating and annoying, it pissed me off. And I just stopped. But I hate not finishing things. So this game is the aggravating reason why I have not finished this game. First, let me say, this game has a great creepy vibe to it. It looks great. It has a very disturbing, dark, oppressive horror feeling to it. It has one of the best openings I had seen in a long time. I love the opening of this game. But there is an aspect of this game that I do not like, and I think they used it as something to make it different, to stand out, which is fine, which is what we want, right? But it does not work for me. It just creates aggravation, and that is the concept of using traps in this game. There are traps laid out and set up throughout the whole game, right? Now you have to look out for them. You have to deactivate them. You can reactivate them. You can set them up to use to your advantage. If you want to draw in enemies and kill them, or to use them when enemies are chasing you. And they have it really set up in a lot of instances to utilize during boss battles. Here's my thing. I don't like it. I don't like the concept. I don't like how it was done in the game, and it just pissed me off because it took me out of my experience way too many times, and I felt it was more of a liability to the gameplay than it was an asset. It irritated the hell out of me. Can you tell? I'm still irritated. I've had this game since day one. Since the day it dropped, I had it and started playing it. And the reason I still have it, a lot of the main reason I still have it is because my friend Daniel, we started playing it at the same time, started playing it together, and every time I got royally pissed and wanted to throw it across the room, he was just like, no, don't give up, because like he would be a chapter ahead of me or something, and he'd be like, wait till you get to that, it's gonna be so awesome, it's gonna be so good, don't stop it. So I would just keep going, right? And I keep going and keep going, and again, I don't like to give up, but damn it, I did not like it. It just annoyed me. But again, because there are so few horror games, and I've heard so many good things about it, and everybody's like, there's some awesome things that happen down the road, I'm eventually going to get back to it, but I'm just, that game. Okay, next up, The Last of Us. Oh my God, I love this game. I had this game when I got it the day it dropped. I think I pre-ordered this, I'm pretty sure I did. On the PS3, so you will see that version here. So I had it when it originally came out on last gen, and when it came out remastered for the PS4, of course I had to have it. Honestly, I didn't think this game could get any more beautiful than it did, because on the PS3 it is freaking gorgeous. It is crazy. I just don't know, but I love this game, and the moment I finished the first game, immediately I was like, this is in my top 5. I could say top 5, but top 10 games ever. Absolutely brilliant game. And at this point, I can't imagine anybody who has not played this game. Love it. All right. Next up is, if I can get it into focus. Sorry. It won't focus. But Shadow of Mordor. And the reason this is the Game of the Year edition and not the initial release is because when the game came out, I was interested, of course, because I am a Lord of the Rings fan, initially of the novel, then of the films. And so, of course, I just wanted any kind of game. I wanted some good games from that universe. But I didn't jump on it initially because when I started seeing more and more gameplay, I'm like, the gameplay just looks so much like Assassin's Creed. At that point, I had OD'd on Assassin's Creed. I was over it, and I just wasn't eager to jump into that kind of feel again. So I didn't play it right away. So when I finally decided, okay, I'm gonna go pick this up and check it out, the Game of the Year edition had come out. So I scooped it up. I love this game. I have not yet finished it. This is a big game, and I think if you play it fully, do all the side missions and do all that other stuff, you cannot play this game and say you finished it right away. I refuse to believe it. This game is massive. So this is one of those games that I go back to every once in a while. You play for hours and then you come back to it again down the road. So I love it. It's a lot of fun. Next up, another one of my favorite games. This is Sleeping Dogs. This is the definitive edition that was released on the PS4 and remastered for the PS4. I initially have it and initially played it when it came out on the PS3. We'll see that as well. But I can't remember. Oh, it comes out like this. I love this game. Also, to know me is to know how much I love Asian cinema and Asian action and martial arts movies and all that stuff. This game is the game I have been waiting for. If you're a fan of those kind of movies, you will love this. I know a lot of people love. I always forget, is it Yakuza or Yakuza? No, it's Yakuza, right? Like the Yakuza games. But they never did anything for me. I couldn't get with them. They just did not connect with me. But oh my God, this freaking game. It's like when you are playing it, you feel like a true badass using martial arts. And this is awesome. This is about an undercover cop in Hong Kong who goes undercover, but he's been in it way too long. And the line gets really thin between him being, you know, a true criminal and being a cop, but it's excellent. The whole storyline, the characters, it is freaking gorgeous. This game is full. These people, if I remember correctly, they, the developers spent like a year or so in Hong Kong, and I mean taking a gazillion pictures and video of the city, and so much is replicated. This is going to be hard to do with one hand, but I just wanted to kind of show you this book. It's a beautiful keepsake. This is going to be real hard with one hand, but anyway, it is so much fun. There's so much to do, and everybody wanted to compare it with GTA. I'm so tired of everybody wanting to compare every freaking single sandbox game to GTA. GTA is not the beginning and the beginning and the end of everything. It's you know what? The sandbox is like a subgenre like anything else. Video games is the genre, then you have the subgenres, and then the subgenres of that. Sandbox games are a form of game. GTA does not own that form of game. So, oh my gosh, I love this game. Again, this is hard with one hand, but as you can see, I'm just trying to flip through. This is just beautiful. I love the artwork. My God, this is one of my favorite pieces of artwork, and this was a poster that they did for the game. It's just beautiful. This is the cop and all his tattoos and everything from when he joined the gang, and it's just so. I love this game so much. Did I say I love this game? Okay, moving on. Tomb Raider, the definitive edition. Yes, I have the initial release on PS3. I played that when it dropped and pre-ordered that. Love this game. Love it, love it, love it. Uncharted 4. A Thief's End. I love this game. I am a fan of the Uncharted series. I am a fan of Naughty Dog. And this was a wonderful way to end the series. I'm very sad, but I love the way they ended it. Absolutely loved it. Gorgeous game. Lots of fun. I love some of the things they changed up with the, with the control scheme and all this other stuff. Enjoyable. Enjoyable. Okay, last in this column, Until Dawn. Man, oh my God, I love this game. This is another game that has dropped into one of my all-time favorite games. All-time favorite. I pre-ordered this game. I was intrigued by this game from the moment they announced it at E3. I don't remember how many years ago. And then we didn't hear anything because it originally was supposed to release on PS3. And then they decided to wait to release it for the PS4, which I don't know. I don't know how different it would have been, but I know one thing. It is freaking gorgeous on the PS4. It is insane. And I love the whole concept, the theme, the story, the gameplay, the control scheme, the characters. I love everything about this game. And being a horror movie nut, you know, how many times have people, oh man, I want to be in a horror movie one day. I want to be, you know, if you love horror movies, you get to be in the horror movie this time, and you get to make the choices. And how everybody always wants to talk about people, oh, he or she was a dumbass because they didn't do this or they should have done this. Yeah, let's see how you respond in those situations when you have just as much time as they did to make that quick decision. How'd you do? Okay, let's go to the next column. Okay, oops. I swear I am forever leaving something out of one of my collection videos. That's because I take stuff out to watch or play or whatever, and then I suddenly go, oh, let me do a video, and then I forget it's sitting out. So I left out Ratchet and Clank. I'm putting everything up and getting ready to actually go game, and I see this sitting next to my console. I forgot I put it in my console right before I started doing this video. So this is the newly released Ratchet and Clank, like it came out a few months ago. And this is kind of like a remaster and a reboot of the first game. And it's also a movie tie-in to the movie that came out. So it's like a trifecta of things. So it's kind of a remaster of the first game. And then it's also a reboot in the sense that they've added some things, some new content. And then the movie tie-in is that they've added some things from the movie to that blends in with the storyline. So it is just so well done. It is so much fun as always. And it just is freaking gorgeous. Now, the Ratchet and Clank games have always been gorgeous, and the animation style of it kind of makes it timeless. But they did something different with the graphic design of the game this go round. And I remember someone saying a while ago, and I think they're right. They said they couldn't describe it either or explain it because it looks so amazing, but they said it reminds them of a Pixar movie, and that's exactly what it is. I think it does look like a Pixar movie. I mean, that's the best way to describe it. I mean, it looks amazing. I remember when I first put it in and it started to play, you look like you're watching a Pixar movie, and I'm thinking, oh, this is a cinematic. It was not. It was the game. And speaking of that, the cinematics blend in so well with the gameplay that sometimes you don't even realize that it's not a cinematic anymore. You'll be like sitting there watching it, and you're like, oh wait, is it the game again? I mean, it is just, this game is amazing. If you are a fan of Ratchet and Clank, like I am, I'm a massive fan. It's inexcusable not to play this game. There's just no reason. And you need to at least plan to play it or rent it or do something, buy it. But this game is so much fun. It's like being reunited with old friends and catching up and hanging out and having a good time. My God, it is so much fun. Okay, next up are the PS3 games. 007 Bloodstone. I have all my Bond games under 007, so they're going to be listed first just so I can easily find them. This was a fun game. I enjoyed this game a lot. I love James Bond movies, and I love the games, and this was fun. A lot of fun. Okay. Next up, 007 Quantum of Solace. I'm trying to get it focused. Yeah, we all know the movie wasn't that hot at all. I don't own the movie either. But the game was fun. I had a lot of fun playing this game. So we got something out of it. It's Quantum of Solace. Bond. Okay, so next up. All right. I am so ready to deal with the feedback. Maybe nobody will say anything, but I don't care because I'm not scared of you people. Aliens Colonial Marines. Yep, I have it. And yep, I still have it. Okay, here's the deal. Oh my God, I was so exhausted with going back and forth with all the debates and, all the attacks and things from people over this game. Let me get this out. 1, no, the game is not what we were promised. 2, no, the game was not as great as it could have been and should have been. Did I hate the game? No, I did not hate the game. And I'm going to tell you something else. There are a lot of people out there who didn't hate the game, actually played the game, had fun with the game. They were like, it's not the best game in the world, but it was cool. But a lot of people didn't speak up because the pressure, man, and the bullying from the people who hated the game and was in their rant. A lot of people didn't speak up. And I'm telling you, I know this for a fact because I know some people who were like, that movie, it wasn't that bad. There was some parts that were really fun. And that's exactly what I'm getting ready to say. For one, I'm like, I paid my money, right? The money's gone. It's spent. So I'm like, and actually when I got this, I got the collector's edition and everything with the big box and the figure, and I gave the figure away because I already have a big one, power loader. But I said, okay, I'm going to play this game because I spent my money and I want to see what it is. I want to see what they gave us. It's already clear from the jump when you start the game that it is not what they promised us, right? And when you get past the first part, I think the second and third parts of the game, I had fun. I had fun. Once you get past the first part, because I'm playing the game, I'm like, man, this is like an old school rail shooter. You know what I'm saying? It's not a sandbox type of environment. You are kind of directed and guided to where you need to go, which isn't a bad thing. We've just gotten so used to sandbox type of games. But you know what? It was like a rail shooter, and I didn't have any problem with it. I adapt to things easily. You know, so anyway, I continue to play it, and there are sections that I really like, especially when when you hook up with Hicks. And I mean, there's scenes when you're fighting the queen, and you come across, I am telling you, like the second and third portions of the game, I had fun. And I'm just gonna say it, and that's all I'm gonna say on that note. No, it was not a great game. Okay, I agree with that. Okay, Alone in the Dark. Oh, I'm sorry. Alone in the Dark Infernal. Infernal was the PlayStation 3 version of the game. Now, if I can remember from back in the day when this came out, Alone in the Dark on the 360 wasn't the best version. They had a lot of problems. There were like glitches, and I think there was like frame rate issues and some other things. And at that time, the PlayStation 3 version was superior. So I had fun with this game. I loved the way it was designed, and it was set up like when you go into like the menu, it's set up by like chapters or something, like chapters of a book or something like that, where you could select the chapters that you wanted to play. And I had a lot of fun with this game. I really did. And I love how it ended. And since I did not play the 360 version, there was no reason to play it since this was the superior version anyway. So I have nothing to compare it to, but I just know I just had a lot of fun with this game. So, okay. Next up, Assassin's Creed 2. This is my favorite Assassin's Creed game. It's still my favorite. As you will see, I no longer have Assassin's Creed 1. And wait a minute. I'm missing something. Oh, never mind. But I no longer have Assassin's Creed. I just did not enjoy that as well. I mean, I played it and it was cool, but man, I love Assassin's Creed 2. I love the game still to this day. I love everything about it, the storyline, the puzzles to put it together, how to put it together, the storyline. I think I said that already, but whatever. But I just loved everything about this. His house and collecting the artifacts, and yeah. I know I'm gonna end up repeating myself, but there you go. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. Love this game. Now I have to admit, the other ones, what was the one that came out? Sorry for the focusing. If I can get it to get in focus. What was the one? Anyway, the ones after 2 and before this one. I can't think of the name of them right now. I didn't enjoy them that well. They were okay. I really liked Black Flag because, for one, it took me into a time and an area which I really love, the pirate area. I love exotic locales. I love islands and exotic locations and oceans and seas and all that other stuff. So it really just took you to a different place. It's just different than the other ones. It was beautiful and intriguing, and being on the ships and having that control of being on the ships and fishing for sea life and searching for treasures and all that stuff. I loved it. I do have to finish this. I did not finish this game. I got stuck at a boss battle, which, if I remember, it was you get ambushed by the British Armada, and I always get like almost done, and then my ship sinks, and it's just like, I'm gonna get that. Next up, Batman Arkham Asylum. What can I say? Come on. Who doesn't love this game? Man, this is the game we were all waiting for if you're a Batman fan. Sorry about that. Okay, anyway. But yeah, this was the game everyone was waiting for all the Batman fans. And, oh my God. I could not put that game down. The minute I got it, the day it dropped, I could not put it down. I was looking like a zombie going to work because I couldn't go to sleep for playing it. Arkham City loved it, man, again. Rocksteady jammed on these games. You really felt like you were Batman. You really did. I just love everything about it. I don't need to get into it because you all know. Next up is Batman Arkham Origins. I have not finished this game. As we all know, this one was not done by Rocksteady Games. But I do have to get back to it. I want to get back to it because I want to see how it plays out. I can't remember why I stopped. I think I stopped playing it because like some other games had come out that I wanted to play, and then I just never got back to it. So I shall one day, which is why it's still here. Next up, Battlefield 3 Limited Edition. I had so much fun with this game. I love this game. I love war military games. A lot of them I don't have anymore. I've, played them, gone through them, given them back. Sorry, it won't focus. But, yeah. Okay, next up is Beyond Two Souls by Quantic Dream. I loved this game. Quantic Dream is very polarizing among gamers. You either like their type of game or you don't. And I like their type of game, so I enjoy their games. One of my other favorite games you'll see later down the road. But this was such a good game. It was different. It was unique. It was fresh. Everything that we all beg for as gamers. And I just think it's so underrated. I love the game style, the control scheme. I had to get used to it for a little bit in the beginning, like anything else, when they're showing you how to use the controls and everything. And they use the game as a training tool, so to speak. In the beginning, I got a little nauseous, or I should say I got a little nauseated, which hadn't happened in a long time, because when you play as the entity, as a little girl, there's an entity that's attached to her named Aiden. I think it was Aiden, or was it Aiden? But I think she called him Aiden, again, so you can see what I'm talking about. But when you're playing as Aiden, it's a totally different experience, obviously, because you're moving around freely. You're not in a body, so you're like this ethereal entity or something. And I got so much motion sickness at first, but once I got used to it and adapted to it, I love that game. Next up, Blur. Oh, I love this game so much. This is one of my favorite games. And there aren't a lot of racing games that I love, and it's not because I don't love racing games, because I do. It's just that there aren't a lot of racing games that I love, and I prefer arcade as opposed to simulators. It's just too involved. I don't care about all that. I just want to race and have fun. This game is so much fun. It is insane how much fun this game. I literally can play this. If I start playing it, I can be on it all day. It is so much fun. So yeah, Blur. Totally underrated. Next up, another underrated game as far as I'm concerned, The Bourne Conspiracy. This game was so much fun. You straight up feel like Jason Bourne when you play this game. I love it. It's a favorite of mine. Become the perfect weapon. I really, really had fun playing this game. It is fast paced, it is fun, it's intriguing, and you feel like Jason Bourne. Burnout Paradise, the only other one racing game that I own, that and Blur. I love it. Again, it's arcade style, just fun. So many different things that you can do. Great music, great vehicles, and my God. And I'm very competitive. I'm more competitive with myself than with anybody. And I'm like constantly competing against myself to beat my records and things like that. Okay. Next up is Call of Duty 3. I am like a huge lover of World War II and military games, but really World War II games. So I played all the Call of Duty. I played all the Medal of Honor. I owned them all. I don't have any of the older Medal of Honors anymore, but I love this game still. I put this in like a few months ago. I hadn't played it in a long time, and it was still addictive. I couldn't put it down. This game still looks great. Love this game. Yeah, so this stays in my collection. Call of Duty 3. Next up, Call of Duty World at War. Oh my God, this game was so underrated. Oh my God, this game was so good. I love this game. I mean, and everything that you could do, you know, fighting in tanks and flying in. And this is the granddaddy of the Nazi zombies. And for me, my personal opinion, this version of the Nazi zombies, the original, is still my favorite. I remember when I discovered this, when I first played this game, and I discovered it after I beat it, and I'm like, what is this? Went in, oh my God, I had a geekasm like nobody's business. I'm like, are you serious? You're combining zombies, horror movie, World War II, all of that together, all things that I love. It was unbelievable. And the reason why it's still my favorite version is because, especially the first level, because you feel like you were in an older horror movie. It's like when you're in that building and you're with those boarded up windows, and you look outside and you have all that smoke and it's dead quiet, and you just have the sounds. You know what I'm saying? It is the creepiest thing ever. You do feel like you're in a horror movie. And then when they start attacking you, whether you're playing by yourself or with some friends, it could be the most nerve-wracking, scary experience ever. It is still, the original is still my favorite. And I do play it a lot. Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. Man, when this came out, I was like, oh man, I was like so mad that they changed up on Call of Duty. You know, I was like, man. And I know at that point in time, there were a lot of people who were tired of World War II games. And I'll never get tired of World War II games. But I was like, all right, fine. I played it and I loved it. I love this game. I love this game. Still love this game. That's why I have it. But, yeah. Modern Warfare. And yes, I have Modern Warfare 2. I enjoyed it just as much. Love it. Oh, Ghost. Boo-hoo. But yeah, there you go. Next up, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. Had fun with it. Okay, that's that column. Let's go on to the next. Alrighty, next column. Dante's Inferno, the Divine Edition. This is another favorite game of mine. This game is so underrated, and it just did not get a fair shot. This is an excellent game. This game did not get a fair shot because everybody wanted to compare it with God of War, which was so irritating. I'm like, how about you play it first before you compare it? And then when people did play it, because some of the control schemes were the same, I'm like, guess what? The control schemes are the same for most games. Like, you could pick up any fighting game, right? The schemes are the same, practically. You could pick up any shooter. Most of them have the same control scheme. I mean, it's just silly. And this game is phenomenal. The game design, the environments are insane. This is an adult game. As you see, mature, it is an adult game. And it is just as beautiful as it is brutal. You are going through the levels of hell, and each level is very different and unique to the level of hell it is. It is the most mind-blowing thing I had seen in a long time. And you play this game, you do not forget it. I actually, man, this game stayed with me a long time. I loved it a lot. Wow. I don't even know what else to say. If you never played that game, it's unfortunate. And if you're a gamer like me who still plays older games, you need to seek out that game and play it. Okay, we have Dead Space 2. The limited edition. Now, believe it or not, I have to finish this game. And it's not because it was hard or anything. I just got distracted, stopped playing it, and I never went back to it. I actually plan on getting back to it this Halloween season. So that's what I'm going to do, because there's nothing coming out, I don't think. So I think I'm going to get back to this and play this. But actually, I have Dead Space on my 360. Don't ask why they're on two different consoles. So Dead Space 2. All right. Ghostbusters. Oops. Focus. Ghostbusters, the game. Man, this game was so much fun. This game was so much fun. If you're a fan of the movie, I had so much fun with this game. It was crazy. I laughed and had fun, and there were even some scary moments in it. I love the game design, the gameplay, the acting, the dialogue. I laughed a lot. Had so much fun. Good times. Okay, God of War 3. Yes, I am a God of War fan. I'm going to say off the bat right now, I don't have the original one anymore. And I don't remember why. So you won't see it here. I don't know what happened to the first one. But anyway, God of War 3. I am so looking forward to God of War 4. Oh my God. I love that it's taking place in the Nordic land. I love his beard. I love that he has a son. I love the whole angle they're taking with God of War. A new iteration. I'm so excited for it. Okay. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Actually, this is out of order, but whatever. Yeah, I'm a Harry Potter fan. I enjoyed the games. I really enjoyed that. This is fun. Like, if you're a fan, if you ever want to be in the castle, walk around the grounds and just explore and do everything, this is the game. This game is beautiful. It is full. It is like they just grabbed the whole Hogwarts environment out of the movies. I just had fun with it. So yeah, that's why I have it. Next up, that's why I say this is out of order. This is Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows. If I can get it into focus, there we go. And it utilized the PlayStation Move. I have the PlayStation Move, and I played it both ways, and I have to tell you, oh my God, this game was so much fun with the Move, because basically the Move is your wand, and playing it with the Move, i.e. your wand, I had so much fun with this game. I had a lot of fun. It was just fun. Good times. All right. Heavy Rain. I love this movie. See, I called it a movie. And I know a lot of people be like, yeah, that's exactly what it was. Freudian slip. But I like that. It's an interactive movie, which I love. I love thrillers. I love suspense films. And I actually have my little origami thing. It was so cool. They gave you a piece of paper to create origami while the game was downloading, and they gave you the instructions on the screen. So while you're waiting for the game to download, you're making a replica of this origami, which the serial killer in the game would leave after someone was killed. I still have it, and I love this game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. So there you go. All right. Next up, Hitman. I am a Hitman fan. And actually, right now, this is the only one I still own. All of the other Hitman games are gone from my collection. But I love this game. I loved this game. I had a lot of fun with this game. And again, being competitive with myself, I always try to beat my final scores and different things. Because there's like different things that you could do where it would calculate it while you play through the game, as well as the online stuff that you can do. But like how well you I cannot think right now. How well you did an assassination, how creative you were with it, were you seen, were you not seen? And it does like a whole tally at the end of it. And that aspect of it was fun. You know, how well you utilized your environment, all of that kind of thing. And so, yeah, it's like you always are testing yourself. Had so much fun. Injustice: Gods Among Us. Now, this is one genre I'm not in love with. I'm not in love with fighting games. Not because I don't like them, but I just get bored easily. See, I already get bored easily on GP. And fighting games just bore me after a while. I'm like, okay, I'm done. This is like, fighting games are something I play for a little bit and then I move on to something else. But, you know, I had to have this because, come on, it was like the DC characters and my girl Wonder Woman was in it. And I love her in this game. And actually, which is so interesting, when I play it, there are two characters I always end up playing. I've played various characters, but I always default to Wonder Woman and Aquaman. Aquaman is unbelievably badass in this game. Oy. Okay. And here is the initial Last of Us, like I said. So this was the initial release on the PS3. Okay. Next up is Little Big Planet. Absolutely am in love with this game. I was so in love when this came out. And I have a Sackboy. I don't have him here right now. But I do have a Sackboy. He is the cutest thing ever. Like, if you're ever feeling down or in a bad mood, you cannot look at him and not smile. I mean, seriously, it's crazy, right? Adorable. So, who doesn't know Little Big Planet? And Little Big Planet 2. I love this game. I did not get Little Big Planet 3. I didn't like the changes, and it just didn't draw me. And I still have no inclination to play it. Little Big Planet 2 was enough for me because it pulled in everything that you already have from Little Big Planet. So it's like, really, Little Big Planet is the cohesive game for me. And oh my God, the game levels that people created from all around the world and are still creating are mind-blowing. So many are just mind-blowing. Mass Effect 2. My stuff is out of order. Oh, never mind. I know what it is. Okay, so Mass Effect 2. I love Mass Effect. I love the Mass Effect franchise. I cannot wait for the next one. My God, it cannot get here fast enough for me. But love this game. He's one of my favorites. He was my boyfriend in the game. I love Thane. Yes, and of course I played as Fem Shep, of course. And it's funny, whenever there are customized characters in games, you know, I always try to make them somebody different and cool. And I can't do it. I always end up designing them to look like me. It's like, you have the opportunity to be in a game. Why wouldn't you be in the game? So I always make the characters look like me, which is awesome. Okay, next up is Mass Effect 3. This is the collector's edition. Sorry for the fingerprints. But great set. I love this game, and I am in the minority. Sorry, guys, I just did not hate the ending. It did not piss me off. It just didn't. I was fine with it. I mean, literally, when I finished playing the game, I was like, wow, that was an awesome experience. I did not complain. I was in the minority, I know. Okay, so you have the steelbook of the game. I'm trying to avoid the reflection. I can't remember if I can get it open. This is the right side, right? Yeah. Okay, it's too hard to get open with one hand. And then you have this. There's like a bunch of stuff in here. Let's see if I can get it all out. There's a patch that came with it, which is affixed to my PS3, so I can't show you right now. But it came with a really nice art book. And see the back? It's beautiful. Again, let's try this with one hand, shall we? So, yeah. It was a lovely collector's edition. Really, really like it. And then it came with a comic book, Mass Effect Invasion. Very nice. Very, very nice. So, yeah, there we go. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can open the steelbook. I can't remember what the inside is like. Okay, so here we go. There's the interior. So it's like all the explosions in space. So there you go. So I love this. It's a wonderful collector's set. All right, moving on. Okay, next up. Medal of Honor, the limited edition. I love this game. Another game that was unfairly judged and was not given a chance because of all of the Call of Duty fangirls and fanboys. People just will not give anything else a chance, which I think is crazy. Okay, in all fairness, I have to say at that point, I was done with multiplayer. And yes, I used to be hardcore multiplayer. I was on multiplayer forever. But I just started to lose my taste for it for multiple reasons. Yes, some of it had to do with the obvious, but I'm not going to get into it. I had lost the thrill of it. So I did not play the multiplayer in Medal of Honor. So my judgment is solely based on the campaign. I love the guys. I enjoy the campaign a lot. I had a lot of fun with this game. And I just think because of the Call of Duty, fanaticism, that it just was dogged out. It wasn't fairly given a shot. Again, here's Medal of Honor Warfighter, the limited edition. I enjoyed this game so much. Oh my God, especially in the fighter pilot segments. Oh, love this game. I had a lot of fun with this game. So Medal of Honor. What's that, Battlefield? No, it was a Medal of Honor Warfighter. Yeah. They're all becoming a blur now. That's the real. That's what happens sometimes. Shooters, sometimes they start to blend. And sometimes I can't differentiate anymore. So I'm like, which one was that in? Okay, Monopoly. Who doesn't love Monopoly? Come on, I love Monopoly. This is still my favorite version. And when you start to play, there's different modes in here, but the classic gameplay is in here. It's 3D, and it comes with some game boards already unlocked, and then there are a bunch of other ones you have to unlock. You have to earn them. The game boards are amazing in here. I freaking love this version. This is the only version that does not have online gameplay, though. That's the only thing. It is solely single player, but I don't care because I love this game. And sometimes you want to just play with the computer and you don't want to deal with people. Come on, that's just a fact. Next up, we have Monopoly Streets. This is a 3D animated version. Sorry, it won't focus. This one does have online multiplayer. Comes with different boards as well. I like the boards as well. But what does start to annoy me after a while are some of the animations, because it's just so repetitive. But the good thing about it is you can bypass them. You can just, I forget which button, but that doesn't matter. You press a button, it bypasses, and it goes on to the next player. There you go. And of course, I have another version. I have the current digital game, which is a lot of fun. I love that one. So I have that downloaded. That's a whole nother topic. I'm not super in love with digital games. I like my movies. Digital movies are fine once in a while, but I like to own my stuff. I like to own it. I like to have a tangible copy of it to play at my will and not have to depend on, the internet to get to my stuff. So that's just me. And plus, I guess I'm old school that way. I like to feel it in my hand and have it and own it and see it and look at the cover art and all that. I think that's the collector in me too. But anyway, moving on to the next column. Okay, I promise I'm going to try to speed this up. I can't help it. When I'm passionate about something, I'll talk about it. But here we go. Ratchet and Clank. One of my all-time favorite franchises. I love Ratchet and Clank so much. This is the Ratchet and Clank collection, and this has all of the 3 games that were on the PS2, and so this is the HD remaster of them. And yeah, it's beautiful, it's well done, and I love it. Okay, I'm running out of room here. Okay, Ratchet and Clank, there we go. Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction. And this started the new series of what was then the current gen, next gen. Tools of Destruction, so much fun, my God. It is always what Ratchet and Clank is known for. Fun, laughter, great platforming, action, amazing, crazy weapons, and beautiful graphics. Freaking love Ratchet and Clank, man. Don't even get me started. Ratchet and Clank Future, A Crack in Time, good times. They changed up the storylines and the story modes and how you do things and blah, blah, blah. Good times. Next up, Ratchet and Clank Into the Nexus. Yep, just fun. Good, good fun. I have never not had fun with a Ratchet and Clank game, ever. That's like one of the games, if I'm in a bad mood or stressed out or whatever, Ratchet and Clank is my go-to. I will pull, I don't care whatever game it is, pull a Ratchet and Clank game, pull it in, and I feel better every time. Let's take a moment to praise greatness, because this is another of my all-time favorite games. Dang nabbit, would they hurry up and bring the freaking Red Dead Redemption 2? I know Sony was going to announce this game. I know they were going to announce it at the end of their E3 conference this year. I just know they were gonna. But man, Rockstar jammed on this game. This is another game that was a dream come true for me. I am a fan of westerns, or AKA cowboy movies. This was a dream come true, because as far as I can remember off the top of my head, there have only been 2 other cowboy games that were ever done, and that was Red Dead Revolver before this, and Gun. Red Dead Revolver was fun. It was fun. It was a totally different kind of game. Red Dead Redemption was straight up authentic, realistic, mature, serious, just phenomenal game all around. Now, don't even get me started, because I can be on this game all day. Red Dead Revolver was different, but it was fun. Gun, there were parts of that game I didn't like. I wasn't in love with it. As you see, it's not in my collection, but I played it. There were some things in there that kind of bugged me, and I don't remember what it was, but yeah. But this is the game, man. Still play this game. At any point in time, I'll pick this game up. Like, I love to play poker, and I have other online poker games. But, like, literally, if I want to play poker, I will go into Red Dead Redemption. Go to a saloon, pick a saloon in an area that I haven't been to in a while. I can be in there playing poker all day. No, I am serious. I am too serious. And as I said, I had the original release of Sleeping Dogs. So, yeah, when it initially came out on the PS3. Freaking love that game. Next up, the Sly Cooper collection. I love Sly Cooper. I love Sly and the Gang. This is the collection. I have all the original games on the PS2, but this was the HD remastered version of all of the games on the PS3. So, good times, just fun, man. Just fun and colorful and just funny. Good times. Okay, if I can get this Sly Cooper Thieves in time. I do have to finish this game. I have not finished this game. Something came out, and I got distracted, so I do have to return to this. But I was enjoying it, so I will get back to finish this. Spec Ops: The Line. Okay. I have to take a moment to talk about this game. All right. First, when this game came out, unfortunately, I did not play it right away. When it came out, there was a lot of hype. There was a lot of talk, a lot of critical acclaim, and I wanted to play it. But at that point in time, I had OD'd on shooters. I had officially OD'd on shooters after playing it for so long. I need a break. I need a break. So I passed on it. I'm like, I'll get back to it, and I remembered, I think it was just last year. I remembered I never went back to it. I don't know what sparked it in my head, but something reminded me I didn't play it. I picked it up, and I see now exactly what everyone was talking about when this game came out. This game is so good. This game is mature. This game says a lot about a very serious topic, and that's dealing with soldiers' post-traumatic stress disorders. I don't want to get into it, because if you haven't played it and you're still interested in it, that's all I'm going to say. This game, the twist of this game, this game is just so good. There are just so many good things about it, and it's not just a regular cookie cutter, run-of-the-mill, run-and-gun shooter. This game had a purpose. It had a statement to make. It was phenomenal. It was so good. So hence why it's still in my collection. And you also get multiple endings. So depending on what you've done throughout the game and a choice you make at the end of the game gives you a different ending. So Splinter Cell Double Agent. Yes, I am a Splinter Cell gal. I love Sam Fisher. I love the Splinter Cell games. I love espionage and won't come to me right now. Stealth. I love stealth games. Because, see, I'm that person, like, even in shooters, I'm like always, most of the time, I'm the sniper. You know, I have patience. And I love stealth games, and I love authentic games, and I love espionage. So Splinter Cell was everything for me. So I have every single one. And, yeah. Okay, this is way out of order. My games are out of order. I just realized that because, there you go. All right, Splinter Cell Blacklist. Love this game. I was one of the many fans who was like, no, what do you mean Michael Ironside's not Sam Fisher? What are you talking about? So they went with a different guy, and I was like, okay. Once I started playing, and I got over it because I liked the guy who is the new Sam Fisher. He was good. I ain't gonna lie. So I had so much fun with this game. So much fun with this game. I love it, and I seriously wish they would bring another one out already. And I still go back to finish up the side missions that I opened. And yeah, this game is still active for me. Actually, I wasn't going to put this in at first because this is Sports Champions. This comes when you get the PlayStation Move. But the reason why I'm putting this in here, I love playing volleyball. And no one has ever done a volleyball. And I always kept saying, why do we not have a volleyball game now that we have all these motion controllers and things like that? The volleyball in here is phenomenal. And I say this to anybody. You want to play volleyball? You get the PlayStation Move. You get this Sports Champion. You cannot stop playing it. It is how can I put this? The response to the move to the camera and using the PlayStation Move in volleyball is on point. It is point by point responsive to everything you do. Everything you do. Man, I can literally be playing that all day. And the archery is fun, and it's good exercise for your arms too. So, but yeah, it has archery. I can't remember if golf is on here. I don't remember. But yeah, I think golf is in. Archery, golf, table tennis, again, volleyball, and I think there's one other thing. So I love that. Tomb Raider Underworld. Yeah, I'm a Tomb Raider gal. She's my icon. And I do have something coming up. I cannot wait for it to come out. It was supposed to come out in April, and it got delayed, and now it's not shipping until, I think they told me, September. So yeah, just letting you know something's coming up on my channel regarding Tomb Raider. But anyway, love Underworld. I actually replayed it for like the third time about 6 months ago. I love this game so much. And Lara Croft as a character means a lot to me too, as a gamer who happens to be female, and we know the obvious reasons. And as a lead character, being smart and wise and authentic and intelligent and skilled in fighting and weaponry, as well as being beautiful. I mean, she's an important figure. Let's keep it real. And I know guys love her for a different reason, but we have Tomb Raider, the reboot. I was very happy with it. I was not a naysayer. When I first saw the first images of her when they redid her, I was very pleased. When I heard they were going to do a prequel series of her, I was like, cool. You know, we get to see her pre-story, get to see, I mean, we've seen that in the past. We've seen her as a little girl and all that other stuff in previous games. But I thought, oh, this is great. We get to see her right out of college and how she becomes the Lara that we know today. And I love the revamping of her look. They made her more natural looking, more realistic as a female. So the imagery, I really was very welcoming of it and very happy with it. The original Lara will still always be my favorite. I just have a connection with her, but I do like her a lot. And this comes with a book. So this was the collector's edition. Okay, and like I said, a big fan. Uncharted Drake's Fortune. I love this game. What I think is so funny, people get so fickle with this game. It's like after 2 came out and then after 3 came out, all of a sudden everybody was like, Uncharted wasn't all as great as it was. I'm like, give me a break. It's still a great game. Just because the other games continue to be better and better, which is what they're supposed to do, does not mean that this game no longer is good, because it is. And I've replayed it numerous times and will continue to. But again, that is my personal opinion. Everyone has their own, which I respect. Here's Uncharted 2, still one of my favorites out of the series, though. I really, really love this game. And again, I've replayed it numerous times and will continue to. Uncharted 3, same deal. Don't need to repeat myself. Replayed it numerous times and will continue to. Freaking love Nate and Sully and just the whole everything. X-Men Origins Wolverine. Let me tell you, this is a very underrated game. Now, we all know how everybody feels about the movie, but the game is a whole nother story. This game seriously was under the radar. This game is underrated. This game is so much fun. You feel just like Wolverine. This game is straight up fun. If you've never played it and you still have a PS3 and you're a fan of Wolverine, you need to check it out. Okay, that's all the PS3 games. Let's move on to the next column. Okay, let's move on. My 360 games, what I have left of them. They're really weaned out, my 360 games. So this is Alan Wake. I love this game, and I hate to admit it, I never finished this game. And it's been so long now. I am going, and actually I think I'm gonna leave this out for Halloween season. Actually, I'm going to go back and play it, but I'm going to start over from the beginning because it's been so long now. I don't remember anything, which is rare. So I'm just going to start this over from the beginning. But I remember I had a lot of fun playing it when I played it. And yeah, I'm going to have to get back to that one. Next up is Dance Central. I freaking love this game. Just like the other game I was telling you about on the PS3 system with the camera. Dance Central is, first of all, a great game. It's a lot of fun, great music, and it is on point with the Kinect. I know a lot of people complain about the Kinect for different reasons, but these are the games that I really only use for the Kinect. It is highly responsive, on point. And I'm a dancer, and I love to dance, and this game is wonderful. Now, I know some people like, I hate that game is stupid. And okay, let's keep it real. I think the only people that didn't like this game are people that couldn't dance, and it was hard for them. And no one ever likes to admit when something is hard for them or something they can't do. Because if you love to dance, you love this game. I'm just saying. And I play this all the time. Love the music. Dance Central 2 was fun. I didn't like all the music as much. But you're able to pull over your stuff from the first Dance Central. Of course, Microsoft, you have to pay to pull it over if you want to do that. I didn't like it as much. The music, I didn't like as much as Dance Central. Dance Central is still my favorite. And Dance Central 3. They're all fun. And I love the characters that you play as, when you're dancing, and it's colorful. And then I love all the locations they have in all the games where you're dancing. It's just, love it. That's what the Kinect was for. The Kinect is perfect, is on point with those games, and that's just real. And there's Dead Space, one of my favorite horror games. Damn, this game is so good. I'm going to replay this again. Who doesn't know about Dead Space? I don't even think I need to get into it. Again, don't ask me why I have Dead Space on my 360 and then Dead Space 2 on my PS3. I don't even know how that happened. I don't know what happened with that. Gears of War, good times. I don't need to explain. Everybody knows what Gears of War is. Gears of War 2. No, I do not have Gears of War 3. You know what I just remembered? I never played it. I don't know why. When it came out, I wasn't in a rush to get it. And then I just never got it. I don't know why. So I'm going to put that on my list. I'm going to get it just so I can finish up playing the series. Okay, and here we have Mass Effect, the original. And I got the Platinum Hits version after the original because I wanted like all the stuff. But yeah, love Mass Effect, as I've already mentioned. And then we have Mass Effect 2. Blah. And here we have Splinter Cell Double Agents. Told you I love me some Splinter Cell. Splinter Cell Conviction. Yeah, that's my boy. Love that game. Star Wars The Force Unleashed. A lot of fun using the Force. Alright. And we have Zumba Fitness for the Kinect. Again, fabulous. See, this is the stuff that Kinect is great for. I haven't played any other games except for like the one that came with the Kinect, which actually are very fun. I have it somewhere. Kinect Adventures was actually fun, and there's some stuff in there that can work you out and make you sweat if you play it enough. Trust me. Actually, I have it somewhere. But yeah, Zumba Core. I love this. Oh my God, the music is phenomenal. The routines are phenomenal. The dancers that they have selected to, I can't remember. They're like 8 different dancers. They all have their own specialties, like Latin dancing, hip hop, some kind of jazzier stuff. I love it. I think I have that thing with that. Yeah. Hold that thought. Okay. Yeah, here it is. The Kinect Adventures that came with the Kinect. I'm sorry, the stuff in here is fun. There's some fun stuff to do in here. And there's like this one where you are going through an obstacle course. I am telling you straight up, you do that thing and you do it long enough, man, you have worked out. You feel it. You feel it in your thighs, in your legs, in your calves, in your back, your butt, your everything. Great workout. There's some fun stuff in here. I think that's a little underrated. It was fun. So, okay. That's my 360 games. I told you, I really weaned out my 360 games. There wasn't a whole lot. Because see, to be honest, my PlayStation system is my default. I am a gamer. I am not one that goes one's better than the other, one's preferred over the other. It's just, I've always been a PlayStation gal. So, like, it's my default system. I just prefer that system over it. But, you know, I don't get into that stupid war about one's better than the other, that fangirl, fanboy garbage. That's just silly to me. I'm a gamer. I play games. I don't care what system it's on. But if it's a multi-platform game, I will get the game for my PlayStation console. That's just how I am. So, okay, let's hit the PlayStation 2 games. Okay. I have given in as I see how long this video is going. So I will divide this video into 2 parts. So coming right up next will be part 2 of my video game collection. Thanks so much for hanging in. I hope you enjoyed it so far and were able to get an idea of the things that I like, the things that I'm into. And again, I hope you enjoyed it.